Why, hi there, I'm Ron Zuckett, and it's time for Boston Red Sox Replay 2004. Today, Saturday, April 17th, live from Fenway Park in Boston. It's the Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees. The Yankees in first place at 7-3, their second meeting of the year. The Red Sox are 4-5. In third place, 2.5 games behind the Bombers. If you were with us in the last game, the Yankees beat Boston 11-9 in 10 innings, or 11 innings. Probably could figure that one out in a hurry. As these two teams battle back and forth, Mo Rivera ended up getting the save. Today, Curt Schilling makes his home debut. No, he pitched once at home. Makes his debut against the Yankees this year. But here's first the lineup he will face. Derek Jeter will lead off and play short for the Bombers. Bernie Williams at center will bat second. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, bats third. Jason Giambi, the DH, bats fourth. Gary Sheffield, the right fielder, bats fifth. Hideki Matsui, who had a pretty good game Friday, bats sixth and left. Jorge Posada is the catcher. He'll bat seventh. Tony Clark is the first baseman. He won the game for New York, if I remember correctly. Batting eighth, and Enrique Wilson, the second baseman, bats ninth. Mike Mussina on the mound for New York. Defensively for Boston, Manny Ramirez in left, Johnny Damon in center, Gabe Kapler in right, Bill Miller at third, Pokey Reese at short, Mark Melhorn at second, Kevin Millard first, Jason Varitek behind the plate, and Curt Schilling on the mound. Curt is 1-0 on the year with 2 starts with a .365 ERA. 12 innings, 15 hits, a home run. He has not walked anybody and struck out 13. Sold all that out of the way on a beautiful 55-degree afternoon, wind blowing out to left. The Red Sox hope to take game 2 of this 4-game holiday weekend set. And boy, they need Curt Schilling to go 7 innings plus. Curt should go about 110 pitches today. Derek Jeter steps to the plate. Slow start for Superman, 227, no homers and an RBI. And the first pitch is driven deep to left center, and that's going to grab the wall. Damon has it, throws it in. Jeter's on. Tim Wakefield, who started Friday night's game, gave up 6 runs in 5 innings. Just was a sluggish start. The Red Sox need good pitching right about now. Bernie Williams now, he's at 257, 4 homers and 8 RBI. Bernie goes down on a 1-2 pitch. Looked at strike 3. So 1 out for Alex Rodriguez, who also had a pretty good game Friday. A-Rod at 375, a homer, 9 RBI, and is the owner of a 7-game hitting streak. Rodriguez pops it up. Varitek behind the plate removes the mask for the second out. This is not the game, by the way, when Varitek and Rodriguez got into it. That would be later on in the year. Well, it was a Fox game, but it wasn't this one. Jason Giambi at 222, no homers and 7 RBI. 2 out, Jeter on second, no score, top the first. And he gets Giambi, the swing and a miss for a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Yankees go scoreless in their first half inning. The Red Sox come into bat. Let's set the defense for you for New York. Hideki Matsui in left, Bernie Williams in center, Gary Sheffield in right, Alex Rodriguez at third, Derek Jeter at short, Enrique Wilson at second, Tony Clark, who's an average first baseman, Jorge Posada behind the plate, and Mike Mussina, who was 3-0. The Yankees, remember, played the first 2 games of the year in Japan against Tampa. So Mussina making his 4th start, 3-0 record, a 3.10 ERA, 20 innings, 17 hits, 2 homers, 7 walks, and 15 strikeouts. The lineup he will face: Johnny Damon leading off, Bill Miller batting second. The DH this afternoon is David Ortiz. Manny Ramirez bats 4th. Kevin Millard bats 5th. Jason Varitek bats 6th. He was off because it was Mirabelli and Wakefield yesterday. Mark Melhorn bats 7th. Gabe Kapler, the right fielder, bats 8th. And Pokey Reese, the shortstop, batting 9th. Damon, 235 on the young year, 2 homers and 8 RBI. The pitch, and there's a line drive into left field that's going to get past A-Rod. Matsui picks it up, and Damon leads off with a double. I'm sorry, it's a single, as Matsui just couldn't pick it up. So Damon reaches second on the air, scored a single and an error, and that'll bring up Miller. Bill is at 167, 2 homers and 5 RBI. Mussina delivers, ball 4. So a 3-1 fastball was low and inside, and that'll bring up Ortiz, who's off like a house of fire, hitting .438, 4 homers and 13 RBI. The pitch is a high fly ball to right. Sheffield watches it hit the wall. Damon will score. Miller rounds third. The throw goes into second, and it's 2-0 Boston. So Ortiz just continues to hammer American League pitching. Manny Ramirez at 270, 2 homers and 7 RBI. And he swings and misses. Well out in front of that curveball for the first out. Rough start from Mussina. Red Sox lead 2-0 here in the first. Kevin Millar, the batter. Kevin at 229, a homer and 2 RBI. He hits a ground ball base hit to right. Sheffield has it. Ortiz will hold at third. The chances were a flip of a coin. Still 1 out for Varitek at 571, 3 homers and 6 RBIs, and is nursing an 8-game hitting streak. And Mussina gets him to swing and miss on the 1-2 pitch for strike 3. Second strikeout from Mussina. Here comes Bellhorn, who strikes out at Sun. 258. Mark hits 2 homers and 4 RBI. Ortiz on third. Millar on first. Bellhorn hits a high fly ball to left center. Back goes Bernie. He makes the grab to retire the side. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. The Red Sox lead it after 2-0. Gary Sheffield, Hideki Matsui, and Jorge Posada to bat here in the second. Sheffield at 316, 3 homer, 9 RBI. And he strikes out on an 0-2 pitch. So that's 3 for Schilling. That'll bring up Matsui. Hideki, 270, 3 homers and 6 RBI. Ground ball to Millar, who has to boot it. Under the glove, and Matsui had the wherewithal to keep running. Kapler's throw was late, and he's on second with a 2-base error. So 1 out for Posada, 194 for Jorge, 2 homers and 10 RBI. Posada hits a fly ball foul. Kapler's there and makes the grab. So there's 2 out. Tony Clark, who had the big home run last night to give the Yankees the win. At 375, 2 homers and 4 RBI. There's a ground ball base hit. Matsui will score from second. Clark is on first. And the Yankees are on the boards. 2-1 Boston now. And that'll bring up Enrique Wilson. Enrique at 314, 4 homers and 6 RBI. Wilson skies 1 to Bellhorn behind the bag at second to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error after 1.5. Boston 2, New York 1. So both the Boston runs were earned, if you were wondering. Mike Mussina comes out, 29 pitches his first inning. Schilling at 36 through 2. Kapler at 2 for 22 on the year, 091 with no homers or RBI. Mussina delivers a liner right to Alex Rodriguez for the first out. Pokey Reese the batter. Pokey at 172, no homers and an RBI. There's a ground ball right back to Mussina. Throw to Clark, 2 out. Johnny Damon the batter. Johnny singled and scored his first time up. There's a line shot to Wilson, and he makes the grab. A perfect second for Mussina and the Yankees. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2, Boston 2, New York 1. So Schilling comes out for, obviously, for the third. 36 pitches to get through the lineup the first time. 2 innings, 2 hits, a run. It was earned. No, it was unearned. thanks to the error by Millar, and 3 strikeouts. Derek is 1 for 1. He doubled his first time up, but did not score. And he strikes out. Full count, swung on, and check swing. So that's the 4th for Schilling. Bernie Williams will come up. He struck out his first time up. Gets the bat on that one. Damon comes in, makes the grab, 2 out. Alex Rodriguez is 0 for 1. Schilling gets him swinging. Right at the knees. So nothing across the top of the 3rd. Schilling has struck out 2 in the inning after 2.5. Boston 2, New York 1. They'll bring up Bill Miller. Bill walked and scored in the 1st. Chopper to Jeter, throws across to Clark, 1 out. Here's Ortiz. Ortiz with the 2-run double now has 15 RBI. What a start. Mussina delivers. That's popped up. Clark moves over by the grass for the 2nd out. Here's Manny. Manny struck out his first time up. One of the 2 strikeouts from Mussina this afternoon. And that will be a ground ball base hit between 1st and 2nd. So Manny's on with a single. And I'll bring up Millar, who singled his first time up. The pitch, and he draws a walk from Mussina. So Mussina kind of scuttling along here in the 3rd. 2 2/3 innings for Mike. 4 hits. He's walked 2, struck out 2. Has given up 2 earned runs. And that will bring up the dangerous Jason Varitek, who struck out his first time up. Manny on 2nd, Millar on 1st. There's a line drive right down the right field line. Manny will score. Millar will hold. It's an RBI double for Jason Varitek, and the Red Sox go ahead 3-1. Mark Bellhorn will bat now with 2 out. He was retired his first time up. Bellhorn ground ball base hit. Millar will score. Varitek will round 3rd. The throw home from Sheffield is not in time. So it's a 2-run single for Bellhorn, and the Red Sox taking a very comfortable 5-1 lead. They have battered Mussina around like he's a fish stick. Gabe halfway the batter. Gabe is 0 for 1. There's a fly ball to left. Matsui's there. And that retires the side, but not before the Red Sox get 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors. We've played 3. Boston 5, New York 1. So Mussina has thrown 72 pitches through his 3. Schilling has pitched 50, thrown 50 through his first 3, and has struck out 5. Jason Giambi being one of the 5 as he struck out his first time up. Giambi pops this one up. Millar is there, 1 out. Gary Sheffield, the batter. Gary struck out his first time up. Matsui to follow, and Posada, if anyone reaches. Ball 4. Gary draws a walk. That's the first walk for Curt. 4 straight pitches there. Matsui's 0 for 1. He scored. Reached on the air by Millar. And Matsui swings and misses on an 0-2 pitch for strike 3. The splitter working wonders for Curt. Posada now up. Jorge 0 for 1. 2 outs here in the 4th. 5-1 Boston. There's a ground ball base hit to left. Manny tosses it back in. Sheffield will hold it 2nd. 3rd hit there. 1 run, 3 hits, and an error for the Yankees. They've stranded 2 so far. Boston 5 runs on 6 hits and an error, and they've stranded 3. Tony Clark up. Tony singled and drove in Matsui his first time up for the lone Yankee run. Clark gets a fly ball to right center. Back goes Damon. That's going to grab the wall. Sheffield will score. So will Posada. Clark is on with a double, and it's 5-3 for Enrique Wilson, who's retired his first time up. Schilling delivers a ground ball to Pokey, throws across to retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors. After 3.5, the Yankees have made it a 5-3 Red Sox lead. Pokey Reese with Damon and Miller to follow. Pokey 0 for 1. Mussina gets him to swing. Outside corner. Pokey didn't want to, but it was too good to pass up. That's the 3rd strikeout from Mussina. 80 pitches through 3 1/3. 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned. No homers, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Here's Johnny Damon. Johnny has singled and scored 1 for 2. And he grounds this one to Wilson. Throws to Clark, 2 out. Mussina needed a quick inning, and so far he's getting it. Bill Miller the batter. Bill walked and scored and was 0 for 1. Goes down by way of the K, swung on and missed to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 4, Boston 5, New York 3. That'll bring up Derek Jeter to start the 5th for New York. 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. Williams and A-Rod to follow. Never a good sign when you're 40 pitches away from your expected pitch count and the fatigue warning starts up. Jeter guides this one to Manning and left, 1 out. Here's Bernie. Mr. Williams is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. There's a line drive right to Damon, who played him perfectly in center, 2 out. Alex Rodriguez is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he draws a walk. So full count walk and a splitter that just split too soon. Jason Giambi now. Sheffield on deck. Jason is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Giambi hits a high fly ball to right. Kapler's there to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Halfway home at Fenway, Boston 5, New York 3. And a reminder that this game and every game on Red Sox Replay is brought to you by the Commodore 64. You can find a Commodore 64 emulator on a number of places on the internet and a lot of games to go with the Commodore 64. So 80s. So awesome. So David Ortiz, who is pretty awesome, steps up. David is 1 for 2 with a double and 2 RBI. Mussina at 88 pitches as we start the bottom of the 5th. Ortiz swing, check swing, strike 3. Manny Ramirez 1 for 2. Single and a strikeout and scored one of the Boston runs. He hits a high fly ball to left. Matsui just watches it go. A solo shot for Manning on the line and left. 344 feet, well into the bleacher creatures. And that'll be it for Mussina. He's done. Donovan Osborne is in to pitch. So 6-3 Boston as Osborne takes up his warm-up pitches. We'll tell you that Mussina in 4 1/3 innings gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned. The home run, which Ramirez just hit, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Not what they wanted. Millar's at the plate, and he's 1 for 1. A single and a walk to run scored. Osborne 1-0 on the year, 9 innings, 16 hits, 2 home runs. He walked 1, struck out 3, and carries a very unhealthy ERA of 7.71. And he strikes out Millar. 2-2 pitch on the outside corner. Jason Varitek now. Jason has doubled, scored, struck out, and drove in a run. His 7th of the year. It's a high fly ball to the left. Matsui turns and watches it go. A solo shot for Varitek, 347 feet off the Coke bottles there. And it's 7-3 Boston. Mark Bellhorn the batter. Mark had a 2 RBI single his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Here's a line drive, base hit into center. Bernie Williams flips it back in. That's the 9th Red Sox hit. 7 runs on 9 hits for Boston in an error. This and they've stranded 3 so far. The Yankees 3 runs and 4 hits in an error, and they've stranded 4. Here's Kapler. Kapler's 0 for 2. Gave it's a ground ball past A-Rod for a base hit. You know it's going well when the 120 hitting Kapler reaches. So Bellhorn is on third, Kapler on first. 2 out still for Pokey Reese, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And there's a ground ball base hit. Bellhorn will score. Kapler goes to third. Matsui throws it in. Pokey's at first. So the Red Sox are just running roughshod over Yankee pitching. It's 8-3 now. Damon 1 for 3. Grounds 1 to A-Rod. Throws across to retire the side. 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors. We played 5. It's Boston 8, New York 3. So it'll be Sheffield, Matsui, and Posada. Schilling threw 11 pitches the last inning. The fatigue warning still stands. Gary has walked, scored, and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball to left. Manny goes in the corner. That will grab the wall. That's a monster double for Gary Sheffield. So that's how the 6th starts for the Yankees. Here's Hideki Matsui. Hideki 0 for 2 with a run scored and a strikeout. And he pops one up. Varitek flips off the mask behind the plate for the out. 1 away. Francona is going to try like crazy to have Schilling go 7. Because the Red Sox bullpen is a bit tired. Jorge Posada 1 for 2. Singled and scored. Posada flies this one down the right field corner. Back goes Kapler, who makes the grab. 2 out. Tony Clark, who looks so serious in this picture. He could either be, if they put a little more Vaseline on that camera, he could have passed for a porn star. As it is, he looks like an 80s R&B singer. Sign your name across my heart. See? Okay, I won't sing the rest of it. Tony, by the way, is 2 for 2, and I shouldn't poke fun at him. He singled and doubled and drove in all 3 Yankee runs tonight or today. Clark gets a fly ball to Kapler and right, who makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 5.5 in the books. Boston 8, New York 3. It'll be Miller, Ortiz, and Ramirez. Face Donovan Osborne, who's already been rocked for a home run by Manny Ramirez. Miller is 0 for 2. He has walked, struck out, and scored. And there's a high fly ball to right center. Sheffield is there, 1 out. David Ortiz, 1 for 3. A double, 2 RBI double on the first and a strikeout. Osborne delivers, popped up to right. Sheffield's there, 2 out. Here's Manny. Manny, a solo homer, his 3rd of the year last time. And a single, and he scored twice and struck out. He's 2 for 3. And he hits a fly ball to left. Matsui's there to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 6. It's Boston 8, New York 3. Schilling is probably done. Wilson will be his 27th batter. And Enrique hits a fly ball to shallow right. Kapler's there to get him 1 out. So we'll go on a base runner here. The 5-run lead, you can let him go a little bit. Derek Jeter now, so 3 times to the lineup and 109 pitches. That's about what you expect. Derek is 1 for 3. He has doubled and struck out. And Jeter pops this one foul by the Red Sox dugout. Millar goes over. Can't get it. So it's 0-2 to Derek. Schilling delivers. Got him! Swinging. For the strikeout on an 0-2 curve. So they'll let him pitch to Bernie Williams. Bernie is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Schilling, if he can go 7 here, that'd be great. And he draws the walk, so that will be it. It was a 3-0 pitch. That's the 3rd and last walk of the night for Curt as Alex Rodriguez comes to the plate. They'll have a pitching change. Let's see who we have. We have Timlin. No lefties available today. So we're going to go with Timlin here. Mike Timlin has thrown 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Has a 1-0 record with an ERA of 3.38. Alex Rodriguez is 0 for 2. He is struck out and walked. Timlin delivers, and there's a ground ball, base hit to left. So Bernie stops at second. A-Rod at first. That'll bring up the lefty Giambi, and Jason is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Giambi walks. So they are loaded for Gary Sheffield, who is 1 for 2. He has walked, doubled, and struck out. 1 run, 2. 8-3 Boston. The Red Sox lead at the top of the 7th. Timlin delivers, and that will be a line drive base hit. Rodriguez and Bernie score to make it 8-5. Timlin just has got nothing so far. Hideki Matsui, the batter, he is 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. So Giambi at third, Sheffield at first, and Matsui the tying run. Timlin gets him. Swung on and missed. A huge strikeout. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Stretch time here in the back bay. It's Boston 8, New York 5. I'll bring up Kevin Millar. Kevin is 1 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored. And Millar takes this Osborne offering over in the hole at first. Tony Clark is there for the first out. Osborne 40 pitches, 2 innings, 4 hits, a home run. 2 earned runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Jason Varitek is 2 for 3. Doubled, homered, scored twice, and drove in 2. Struck out as well. Ground ball, base hit to left. Matsui throws it back in. Varitek's on, 1 out, and Mark Bellhorn played. Mark is 2 for 3. He had the big 2-run single in the 3rd. Pitch to Bellhorn, and that's going to be a base hit. Bernie tosses it back in. Varitek is on second. Bellhorn on first. Gabe Kapler is 1 for 3 with a single up the plate. Red Sox would like some insurance here after Timlin and Schilling gave up 2 runs in the 7th. Kapler, ground ball to short. Jeter throws it across for the 2nd out. So Varitek on third, Bellhorn on second. Pokey Reese has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. And there's a ground ball to Jeter. Throws it across in time to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. That will be we played 7. Red Sox 8, the Yankees 5. So Posada, Clark, and Wilson, 3 switch hitters. Timlin says no more. So we're going with Phil Seibel here. I suppose it went with Mr. Castillo yesterday. So Seibel will come in. Hopefully he actually won't walk anybody this time. Not a great outing for Timlin. Seibel was retired 1 batter, has an ERA of 81, 3 hits and a walk. Through 3 hitless innings, but he does have a tendency to walk batters. Kind of an emergency assignment here. Here's Posada for a hit, 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he gets a line drive, base hit in the left. Manny picks it up and tosses it back in. Here's Tony Clark. Like I said, sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Tony is 2 for 3. A single, double, driven in 3. And if they want to pinch hit Miguel Cairo, I'm going to let him pinch hit Miguel Cairo. Sorry, he couldn't sing. Miguel is 0 for 3. He's a .336 hitter against lefties. On the real season, .292, 6 homers, and 42 RBI. Cairo grounds one to Reeves, flips the Bellhorn for 1 over Millard. That's 2. Double play. Now that's what they needed. Enrique Wilson is 0 for 3. And he hits a line drive to right center, and that's going to drop in for a hit. Johnny Damon throws that one back. And here's Jeter. Jeter 1 for 4. He has struck out twice and doubled. And he hits a ground ball right back to Seibel, who throws it to first to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We played 7.5. Boston 8, he won 5. And so Cairo comes in to play first. Has no range. He won't make an error. He has no range, however. Donovan Osborne comes in for his 3rd inning of work. 2 2/3 so far, 6 hits, 2 runs. Cool third, a home run, and a strikeout. Johnny Damon, Bill Miller, and David Ortiz. And I promised not to DH, so I can't make the mistake of subbing for Ortiz defensively like I did in the last game. Johnny Damon is 1 for 4. Single and run scored. Damon hits a line drive to right center for a base hit. Sheffield will throw it back in. Damon is on first. That's the 14th Red Sox hit. 5-9-1 for the Yankees with 8 stranded. So far for the Red Sox, 8-14-1 with 7 stranded. Bill Miller is 0 for 3. The walk and a strikeout and a run scored to that too. And that gets away from Posada on the pass ball. Damon moves to second, so 3-1 to count, and a runner in scoring position. Miller, line drive to the wall. Damon will score. Matsui gets it off the hop. Miller is on with a double, and the Red Sox go ahead 9-5. And the key there is now I'll send Seibel out, because it's not a safe situation, to at least start the 9th. If I don't have to use Keith Folk, I don't want to. Not that I don't like him, but he pitched the day before. And you want him to pitch tomorrow, Sunday, if needed. Poppy is 0 for 1, or 1 for 4. Numbers are right in front of me, and I can't even read those. The 2-run double in the first, and a struck out. Ortiz hits a fly ball to right. Sheffield is there, makes the grab. 2 out. 1 out. Manny Ramirez 2 for 4, single, homered, scored twice, struck out once. The pitch, fly ball to left. Matsui goes back and makes the grab on the track. 2 out. Kevin Millar now. Kevin is 1 for 3, single, struck out, walk, scored. Osborne is taking one from the team today. Millar grounds one to Jeter, throws it across to retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 9th at Fenway. 9-5, Boston leads. So the wind is blowing out to left, 58 degrees, a nice April day. Red Sox hold a 4-run lead. Bernie Williams is 0 for 3, along with a walk, and they struck out and scored. It's a line drive right to Millar for the first out. Alex Rodriguez, 1 for 3, walked, single, struck out, and scored. Pitch, there's a fly ball to left center. Damon goes to the wall and makes the catch at the base of the wall. So 2 out for Jason Giambi. Jason is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and he's also walked. Giambi draws another walk. So 2 out for Sheffield. That's Sui to follow if Sheffield is to reach. Gary 2 for 3. He is singled, doubled, drove in 2, scored, struck out, and walked. He hits a ground ball base hit in the hole. So 2 on for Matsui. Hideki is 0 for 4. He has struck out twice and scored. Seibel's right his pitch, expected pitch count of 45. We will try to use him here. We'll use him here, and we hope this game is over after this. Well, he loses Matsui on a walk, on a full count, and that will do it. So, an inning and 2/3 relief for Seibel. 3 hits, 2 walks. Posada coming up. As a tying run, and I got to burn Folk here to get the 1 batter. So enter Keith Folk. 1-0 his record, 2 saves, 5.40 the ERA, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 homers, a walk and 4 strikeouts. Don't let the ERA fool you. That was just 1 bad inning a week ago today. Jorge Posada is a tying run. He's homered twice this year, 2 for 4 this afternoon, a single twice and scored. Posada pops this one up to hopefully end the game. Millar's over, and that he does. He makes the ground. No runs, 1 hit to nowhere. That's all she wrote from Fenway. Boston evens his 4-game series at 1 with a 9-5 win. And so it's time for the Commodore VIC-20 post-game show. Commodore VIC-20. The computer's so easy, you can use it in your sleep. So here are the totals. Oh, there were 2 home runs in the game, and I didn't give any. Wow, and I forgot to give tail of the tape things. Anyway, here are the totals. The Yankees had a run in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 7th for 5 total on 10 hits and an error. Boston, the Yankees, by the way, moved to 7-4. The Red Sox hit 500 on 2 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th, and 1 in the 8th. Mike Mussina takes a loss. He goes to 3-1. 4 in the 3rd inning, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned, a home run, walked 2 and struck out 5. Donovan Osborne taking 1 for the team, 3 2/3 innings of relief, and giving up a whopping 8 hits. Curt Schilling gets his 2nd win in the Red Sox uniform this time around. In 6 2/3 innings, he gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. No homers. He walked 3 and struck out 7. Timlin did not look good, but there was nothing wrong with his stuff. Phil Seibel gets the hold in the inning in 2/3, and Keith Folk with a 1-batter save, his 3rd of the year. So in 4 hours and 5 minutes, the Yankees strand 11, the Red Sox strand 8. And Jason Varitek gets the player of the game call with his 2 RBIs late in the game. You could have given that to any number of people. So that's what we have for you. Tomorrow will be Game 3 of the series, another daytime, probably a nighttime affair for ESPN. So until then, this is Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you the next time.